Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're taking a look at the House of Marley Exodus Bluetooth headphones. Let's go ahead and check them out. Now in today's video, we're going to review the House of Marley Exodus Bluetooth series of headphones. Now this is a new headphone that was just recently released in April. And we're going to take a look at the audio quality, we're going to look at the build and construction. We're also going to listen to them and do a call quality test. So if you're interested in some really cool eco-friendly headphones, you're going to want to watch this video. So let's go ahead and check out the Exodus from House of Marley.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to get notified when new videos become available.
Now, as we take a closer look at the product before doing the unboxing, let's take a look at some of the features and why you'd want to consider this specific brand of headphones. So the first thing that's going to strike you is the construction and the material. These headphones are made out of a combination of wood and aluminum, and the wood itself is FSC certified. So if you're looking for an eco-friendly company and you're really looking for headphones that you want to invest in, you may want to consider this brand. In addition to this, they support quick charging technology. They have a built-in microphone for calls, which we're going to do an audio quality test, and they support up to 30 hours of playtime. You heard that right, 30 hours of playtime. So let's get right to it and let's do the unboxing. Now, as we unbox the headphones, we're immediately presented with a little travel bag. So you can see that right here. And it's a cloth material, has some additional warranty information inside. Yeah, and then a little message on sustainability. So we'll go ahead and put that over to the side. We have some really nice braided cabling. So here you have your wired cable for those of you who have a phone that still supports a headphone jack, or if you have an adapter like you use with the iPhone. Here you have that, and it's really nicely and well constructed. Here you have, hey, USB-C. So it's USB-C cable, which means it has a USB charging capability, which is really nice. And then here you have the headphones. And I have to say that as you saw them, they're pretty amazing looking. Really like the overall look in these. So we'll go ahead and open them up. And as you take a look at this, they're just fantastic looking. The combination of materials and then just the overall look. So the things that you have in the bag or in the box are your headphones. You have the wiring, USB-C charging cable, audio cable, and a little travel pouch. Let's go ahead and take a look at the headphones even further. Now, as we take a closer look at these headphones, I have to say that they are incredibly striking. They look absolutely amazing. So what we'll do is look at, just watch this. So you have this nice band here that's going to give you some really nice support, and it's a leather-looking band. And it has kind of like a cloth bottom that's going to be really comfortable in your head. And then you can see how nicely this stretches. No creaking, no sound whatsoever. Then you have these two poles here that allow you to adjust up and down, and they sound really nice. Listen to this. All right, so, for those of you who are curious about that little sound. But really easy to adjust, and what I like about them is that you can even adjust them while they're on your head, and I'll show you that in a second. You do have on each side, and we'll see if this comes up on camera, you do have a right indicator and also a left indicator right here in the side. You have the Marley brand inside with this really nice generous foam. So this is pretty deep. You can notice how deep this is. And you can see that on this side as well. Wood material, so you can see how the wood treatment is here with an actual carved logo. So this isn't sprayed on, this isn't any kind of laminate, but you really have it carved in. You'll notice that you have right here your USB-C, pinhole mic, headphone jack, power button with an indicator there, and then you have volume rocker with a multifunction button. And this is going to be the multifunction button that you'd use when you're going to answer a call. So let's put these on and see what they look like. All right, so we'll put these on, and then you can see here that I can still pull these down to adjust them. So these poles right here are still easy to work with. And this is what it would look like. And I'll tell you, as soon as you put them on, they do go around my ears nicely, and I immediately am feeling some form of noise isolation. So I'm not really hearing much of what's going around me. And from a tightness perspective, it's not really crushing my head, which is good, but I will say that they're a little bit heavier than my Sonys. They're definitely heavier than my Bose, so they're not that lightweight. And it'll be curious to see how well they'll just go through fatigue for several hours. I've used these for some time, and I found that they're comfortable, but it really depends on your taste of headphones. So these are a little bit on the heavier side, but they're not completely unbearable. They're not the lightest, they're not the heaviest, they're somewhere right in between. You can see that the controls are easy to access right here. And then you have your other controls right here that are also easy to access. And the way they're kind of designed, it makes it really easy to distinguish the power button versus your multifunction button and your volume rocker, because they're kind of stepped up. But this is what they would look like when they're on, and I think they look pretty amazing. Let me know what you think in the comment area below. Now let's talk about the audio quality. So bass, mids, and highs are all present, and to a certain degree it has a pretty broad soundstage, but there's some issues or limitations that I'll mention. If you are a fan of bass and you're not really focused on the highs when it comes to clarity, then these are definitely going to be for you. However, at times I found that the clarity was kind of lost depending on how strong the bass was, and let me explain. So as we take a look at various songs, so I was listening to a lot of different music, and one that came to mind was this right here from Noah Khan. So notice where I am in the 1 minute and 2 seconds. That's pretty far out. But what I found is that as I was playing the song, the vocals were incredibly clear. They were really, really good. But then past the vocals, when instrumentation started to come in, so we had some, I would say some mid and high instrumentation coming in that was really exercising those frequencies. Everything was clear and precise. I could hear a really broad soundstage, understanding and really being able to listen to each instrument. But then, once the bass came in, the bass was so strong, then I kind of lost all the other experiences. So the bass overwhelmed it. And that's why I mentioned, if you're someone who's really looking for a bass heavy kind of experience, then this is going to be it. And by no means am I saying that they're bad. I'm just saying that it favors the higher bass ranges. And by doing that, you find that other areas will get a little bit less clear. Now, there is a difference experience also in the audio quality. So as I'm listening to audio, when I am in Bluetooth mode, it sounds louder. And I'm going to say that these sound really loud in Bluetooth. They don't leak, which is really good, so people can't hear around you. But I did notice that that overwhelming bass that I just mentioned wasn't present when I was using the cabled wire. So if we go back to that same song and you listen to it again, and you're listening to going from the vocals to mid and high instruments that are coming in, and then all of a sudden the bass that comes in, it was very well balanced. It was incredibly enjoyable. I could hear all the different instruments, and I did not lose any of them at all. There's no clarity loss. So cabled bass, the experience is a little bit different than the Bluetooth powered bass. And keep in mind that this is using Bluetooth 5.0. So from an audio perspective, again, just remember that. If you're looking for the bass, this is definitely it. If you want to stay within mid clarity as well, you can get away with it. If you're looking for something that as you combine all three, and you're not going to be able to get that really high clarity on the highs, and then it'll get a little bit lost as soon as you get really heavy bass. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the call quality. So now this is the sound quality test when using the Marley Exodus for taking phone calls. So what we're doing, we're just simulating that we are in a coffee shop, or we're in a walking out on a street, and you're getting all this noise going on. So the question is, how will these sound if you're taking a phone call? So what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the audio from the actual headphones themselves to see what they sound like. All right, so now this is what the audio quality sounds like if you're in a noisy room and you're just listening to someone's voice coming through these earbuds. Let me know what you think about the audio quality. We're varying the noise. We have 360 sound coming all around us. How clear do I sound? We'd love to hear from you in the comment area below. So that concludes our review of the House of Marley Exodus Bluetooth stereo headphones. Let me know what you thought in the comment area below. And as always, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.